Welcome to the Zero Waste Event Volunteer Training. This 10-minute training will give you the information you need to support your event's waste reduction goals. Events are how we learn, collaborate, and celebrate at the University of Michigan. Each year, there are thousands of events on campus. Unfortunately, these events generate waste and contribute to the university's impact on the environment. Events are here to stay, but the waste doesn't have to. Many campus community members are helping the university achieve its waste reduction goal by making their event zero waste. By diverting as much waste from the landfill as possible, we can begin to tackle the roughly one-third of waste on campus that is compostable material. Your role as a waste station volunteer makes you the front line for educating the campus community about best practices to reduce waste. Because composting is a new concept to many, the collection bin is the primary place of contact for this first introduction to compost. The success of the event relies on the presence and ability of bin volunteers to know where different materials belong. Ideally, good planning has dramatically decreased, if not eliminated, any potential waste from the event. However, even with good planning, it may be unrealistic to completely avoid all waste. Whatever waste is present needs to be properly placed to keep the recycling and compost collection free of contaminants. At UM, the most common recyclable items from events are plastic bottles, cups, and tubs, printed paper, cardboard and boxboard, aluminum cans, and clean aluminum foil and trays. More information on what is or is not recyclable, including printable posters, can be found at recycle.umich.edu. Keeping the compost collection clean from contaminants is a bit more complicated because it requires that compostable waste be completely clean and uncontaminated. Your number one priority on the day of the event is to make sure only compostable material is placed in the compost collection container. Compostable items include all food waste, napkins, and compostable ware such as plates, utensils, and cups that meet compostability standards. These standards include BPI certification, ASTM D6400, and ASTM D6868. These standards should be found on the product's packaging or the product itself. If you don't know for sure, put it in the landfill. If any contaminants find their way into the compost collection, the entire bag may need to be landfilled. Stand guard and be vigilant to make sure these common contaminants don't find their way into your compost bin. Plastic coffee stir sticks, non-compostable coffee cups, single-serve condiment containers or packets, toothpicks with flags, and plastic wrap. Your presence at the waste stations is essential for having a successful zero-waste event. If the collected compost is contaminated with trash or other non-compostables, the entire bag may need to be taken to the landfill. Make sure all your efforts don't go to waste. On the day of the event, make sure that your waste station is properly set up. Recycling bins should be labeled and should contain a blue lining. Compost collection bins need a green compostable liner and must be clearly marked as well. The success on the day of the event hinges on the volunteers. Your number one priority is to ensure only compostable materials end up in the compost collection bins. Stay at the bin throughout the event or find a stand-in if you need a break. A volunteer at the bin is critical for ensuring quality control of the material collected. After the event, tie the compost bags closed and either leave them in the box or take them to the location directed by the event planner. So now that you know everything about how to host a successful zero waste events program, let's make sure you know where to place these common items. As the pictures are displayed, consider what the appropriate placement for them would be. If you have any lingering questions about the proper placement of items, email recycle@umich.edu. Congratulations! You now should be ready for your zero waste event.